Following developing news in Meriden tonight, Amtrak service through Connecticut and Massachusetts has been slowed down today because of an incident on the tracks.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Mark Robbins is joining us live right now from Logan Steel in Meriden, which is very close to where this morning's incident happened. Mark?
Good afternoon, good evening, guys. Amtrak confirms to Channel 3 that this incident occurred around 9:45 this morning as train number 490 was going north from New Haven toward Springfield, that a person made contact with the train. The train then stopped. Meriden police, Berlin police, fire and rescue emergency crews responding, Amtrak police responding immediately as well. The medical examiner was on scene here earlier today, and the location here right on the Meriden and Berlin border, Meriden Animal Control even made an appearance here earlier today. Amtrak is leading the investigation. At this time, we are still awaiting some form of identification of the individual that did make contact with the train. But I can tell you that the tracks, both going north and southbound here on the Meriden Berlin line, are back open and trains are running, and the schedule should be back up close to normal. And again, when we get an identification on the individual involved in this incident earlier this morning, we'll pass it along to you. Reporting live in Meriden, Mark Robbins, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.